Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do kind of just like a sit down chit chat every day, get ready with me. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but we'll see how this goes. I've already done my eyebrows and everything and prepped my face for my everyday like routine. If I'm not trying to be like all out, full glam and all that like cake face, I really don't do much, but I do like to go in and set my T-zone area, more so like right here. I know this is weird, like you're not supposed to put on powder and on top of, I mean, you're not supposed to put on powder and then put liquid on top, but I don't know. It works for me. It really keeps me from getting like oily, because for some reason, no matter what, I'm like right up in here, it gets super oily, and by the end of the day, I look super shiny. So I just like to make sure I set my face with some translucent setting powder just across here and on my nose, and then I just put like a little bit on the sides of my mouth just to help, you know, my face not be so oily by the end of the day. Then let's see, for every day I usually only use maybe like a couple of eyeshadows. I really like this Cocoa Bear eyeshadow by Makeup Geek for a transition shade. So I'm just gonna go in and put that in my crease and a little bit above it. So I honestly like have no plans today. Like this color is so bomb. Anyways, yeah, I honestly really have no plans today, but I wanted to do a lip swatch video because I picked up these, what are they, some Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks, and they were only like $3 each. I was at CVS and I just, you know, had to walk through the makeup section and I seen those. At first I picked up the Milani ones, and those ones were like $8 each, and I was like, okay, you know, everybody says they're like so amazing, blah blah blah. I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick them up, I'm gonna buy them because I really like lipsticks. But then as I, you know, kept going, I ran across the Wet n Wild section and they had liquid lipsticks and they're only $3 each, and I was like, you know what, Milani can wait, because I don't know, I just didn't feel like spending that much money after I seen the Wet n Wild ones for $3. So I picked up some of those and I just wanted to do a lip swatch video of those, so I figured I probably should throw on some makeup real quick and I can just show you guys my everyday makeup routine if I'm not trying to be like full out glam, if I just want to throw something on real quick and go. But I did pick up these Milani eyeshadows and they are so pretty. They're called they're their Bella Eyes gel powder eyeshadows. I picked up 3 of them and I already swatched them, and oh snap, and they're super pretty. So I'll show you guys. So this one is called Bella Sand, and I'll swatch it. They feel really soft. I don't understand the, can you see that? I don't understand like the gel shadow thing, like I don't understand that. So this one is just like a light champagne color. Like I think this would look really good in the inner corner, or even like as an eyebrow highlight, or just as a plain shadow with a nice deep crease. Like that would look really pretty. So that one is Bella Sand. I want to try to use all 3 of these today. This one, which is super pretty, I'm putting this on my lid. This one is called Bella Copper, and it looks like this. This is it swatched on my finger, and the back of my hand. You can't really see it, like on the back of my hand. I don't know, like the pigmentation, like it's nice. I don't know, it's like super though. On the tip of my finger it looks really metallic-y, but on the back of my hand it's not showing up like that. So hopefully with a brush on my lids it'll look nice and the pigmentation will be better. This one is called Bella Bronze. This is what it looks like. This one is really pretty too. I want to use this one as well. Again, it feels like, you know, nice and soft. This is it on my finger. It looks nice and metallic-y. Swatch. This one swatches the best. So you can see that one. All 3 of them on my hand. Anyways, so let me get that off. Oh, yesterday or last night, my best friend called me and we talked on the phone for like an hour. We had like a deep, I don't know, it wasn't like supposed to like turn into a conversation. Like it was just supposed to be like a high and by thing. But we ended up talking for a while actually. And we had like this really deep conversation. It was pretty, it wasn't intense, but like after it I was like, dang, like, you know, that really made sense. I'm gonna go in with the Bella Copper by Milani, and I'm gonna actually use a wet brush just because I'm just gonna spray it with some setting, my brush with some setting spray. Yeah, and basically she was saying like the differences in how like people grow up and how we grew up as kids, kind of like trying to figure out, ooh, that's pretty. Yeah. This is, oh, I like this. But basically, you know, we was just trying to figure out kind of like where our emotional issues kind of stem from, because I guess like for some reason people think like your emotional issues like stem from adulthood, but it's not true. Like it starts happening as a child, and we were laughing about it, like how we got brought up and, you know, how we would get whoopings and stuff. Like that was normal. Like I don't see the issue in whooping your kids. I got whooped as a kid, but now like looking back on it, I still don't see like the issue in it. When I was getting whooped, of course, you know, I was tripping like, oh my God, this is child abuse. I'm gonna call the police. And my mom be like, yeah, you go ahead and call him. Shoot, she would threaten me to call the police, because I would threaten her to call the police, and she would be like, oh, you gonna call him? Go ahead, I dare you to call him. But I never really called the police. I was just mad because I was getting a whooping. So then she was saying how, like, looking back at it now, it's kind of like, dang, like, that makes sense. But basically the same saying that our parents would say to us all the time is, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Like, and it was true. Like, if you had an issue with something, I know like in my house, or, you know, and she said in her house too, she was like, if you got an issue with something and like you wanted to oppose what was going on, you didn't have no say so. Like, you wasn't paying no bills, you wasn't, you know, contributing to nothing in the household. So when something came up, or you wanted to do something, or you didn't like something, it was, I don't give a fuck how you feel. Like, you're not doing nothing around here. You really didn't have, you had a voice, but to an extent, like, you was a child and your feelings kind of like didn't matter. Like they mattered, but they didn't matter, if that makes sense. So now, as an adult, it's like trying to figure out how to get out of that and how not to treat other people like that when you're in a relationship. Kind of like if you because I be stuck. I'm kind of stubborn, and I know I'm like stuck in my ways. So if somebody tells me something that I don't like or that I don't already agree with, my first instinct in my head is like, that doesn't matter. Like I don't care how you feel about that. Like it's my way, like, or the highway, pretty much. So now we're trying to figure out and trying to learn just how to. This color is really pretty. And just like trying to figure out how to and learn how to take other people's feelings into consideration. Like our feelings aren't the only ones that matter. So I don't know. It's weird. It's a learning process, but it makes sense to see or to like try to figure out where, you know, all of that, some of like the emotional things that we do now as adults, like it makes sense to try to figure out where they have come from. Next I'm gonna go in with the brown one, with this one, and I'm gonna put it on my outer corners. I don't know, my camera cut off. I don't know where it cut off, but I put this brown color like on my outer crease. So, but yeah, that's what we was talking about. You know, as we're getting older, we're just trying to learn how to actually deal with our feelings. You know, and actually realize we do have feelings. So it's different. And to take other people's feelings into consideration, even if like we don't agree with it, we like learning how to accept it even though we don't agree with it, and just listen. I mean, because I'm, you know, my way that I do things is, you know, right 99.9% of the time, but that don't mean, you know, I can't take into consideration that 1%, you know, that I might not be right. So but yeah, you know, as we get older, it's definitely good that, you know, we try to learn how to deal with our emotions. Because I know, like, when I have kids, I want them to be able to come to me and feel like they can talk to me, and like I'm not just gonna shut them down because I don't agree with, you know, how they're feeling, or I don't believe that they should be feeling a certain type of way because I didn't feel that type of way when I was growing up or something like that. Like I don't ever want to put that, you know, on my future children. So, but I mean, my relationship with my mom was like great. Like me and my mom is best friends. Like I can tell my mom anything, so that's good. But there were, like, you know, those times where I didn't like stuff, and she, you know, that I don't give a fuck how you feel. What you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Like, you know, that kind of thing. So just trying to break out of that. I'm gonna take the light sand color and I'm gonna put it in my inner corners and see how this, there's something on here, and see how this looks. It is super windy out here in California. I don't think I like that. No, I'm not doing that. Yes, it was like super windy last night and it's super windy today. Next, I'm gonna go in with my I like to use my Makeup Forever setting powder. Just like to I can never open this thing. And I'm going to use the same brush that I used for my transition shade. Just to kind of, just because it's my skin tone, and I like to just blend that on up there. So I don't have that, harsh. You see like how it's like white and stuff from my concealer that I use for my eyebrows. I should use like, you know, a different shade, but I really like the NYX one that I use. And I'm just going to use it until it's gone because there's no reason to be using another one. This one works just fine. So this is pretty much what I'm working with, and I like it. It's just simple, every day. I'm just going to take whatever's left on this brush and blend out my crease just a little bit more. Yeah, anyways. I really don't like when it's windy and I'm home alone because it's quiet and I start hearing stuff and I be freaking out. Like I be hearing stuff in the walls. Like last night I heard something and I automatically thought it was a freaking scorpion for some reason. I was like, oh my god, it's a scorpion. Like I literally had to get up out the bed and check underneath the bed to make sure that nothing was under there because I was hearing stuff. It was really just the wind. So yeah, sometimes I can be dramatic. Next I am just gonna go put my foundation on. I'm using my Makeup Forever HD foundation in the color Y445. I really like this foundation. Like, it is le bomb. Okay, and I just take this flat brush and I dab it, dab, just like that. And I just work on one side of my face at a time. Get under my eye. When I'm doing like my everyday makeup, this is all I do is put on foundation pretty much. Like I'm not going in trying to highlight with no concealer or contour or any of that because I just don't be feeling like it. Like I don't do full-on glam makeup every day. I don't wear makeup every single day. Sometimes I really just like to be bare-faced because honestly, like, as a black girl, as a woman of color, like, sometimes this can get not annoying, but when I want to lay down, I want to lay down. Like, and when I have on makeup, like, I don't have to worry about it getting everywhere, getting on my blankets, getting on my pillows, like getting on the couch, you know. And I just don't like to be trying to sit up pretty all day long, all the time. Like I just want to chill. So I don't wear makeup every single day, and I don't do full glam every single day. For the most part, I just put on a little bit of makeup or do something like this every day, something quick. If I'm going to be going out, you know, to the mall or something, or just shopping, running errands. But yeah, I really got to cover up that top lid because it's time for a wax. So then I know it looks like this foundation is like, it's definitely not full coverage. Like you can see this blemish right here that I got, but that's okay because once I put on the powder, it'd be all good. So yeah, anyways, I hope y'all's Thanksgiving was good. Mine was good. My mama threw down in the kitchen, so I enjoyed it. The food was good. All the family was there. And, you know, I had a good time. I was going to actually stay in Vegas until next week because I actually got to go back out there. So I'm leaving tomorrow to go back to Vegas. Today is, what's today? I think today is the 2nd. Yeah, today is the 2nd. So I'm actually leaving tomorrow to go back to Vegas, and I'll be there for a little while. But I was, you know, originally gonna stay because I had to be there on Sunday. So I was like, you know, I'll just stay another week. There's no sense in, you know, going back and forth. You know, just be with my family since I did just move to California. So, and I'm like, you know, still trying to transition, and I still be feeling homesick and whatnot. which is normal. This is actually the first time I've been away from home, like for real. Like, I've had my own apartments, but I can just go back, you know, just go back home or go visit home whenever I want. I'm just setting my face with my Makeup Forever setting powder. But you know, when I had my own apartments, that was in Vegas, and I could just go, you know, back to my mama's house whenever I wanted, you know. But now I'm like all the way in Northern California. Like, that's a 9-hour drive. Like, I just can't go home whenever I want to anymore. So I'm adjusting, but I didn't stay because I was like, it was weird. Like, I had been homesick for so long, and I went home, you know. Then after that, I was homesick, like California homesick, like just wanting to be in my own space, in my own apartment. So I decided to just come back to California, come back to my space. And yeah, it was weird because I was like, I couldn't wait to go home. I was so excited. And then like after a while, I was like, dang, like I miss like my bed, I miss my couch, I miss sitting on my couch watching my TV, like I miss my kitchen, you know, just my things. So that's why I ended up, you know, deciding to go home. But I will be back there tomorrow. I'm just gonna put on some mascara. This is my Mary Kay mascara, which is just about out. I need to either go find another good mascara or find somebody that still sells Mary Kay, so I can order some. I remember when I first started putting on makeup, I could not put on mascara without my mouth being open. Like, for some reason, that's how I would do it, like that. All the time, my mouth open. And then recently I realized my mouth doesn't need to be open for me to put on mascara. But for some reason, I could not put it on. I don't know, I think it was just like a reaction. Like, my eyes, I don't know. Like, messing with my eyes made me want to open my mouth for whatever reason. So I really wish I knew how to put on fake lashes, because if I did, I really just feel like my makeup would just look 10 times better if I knew how to put on fake lashes. But my eyelashes are so curly, even putting on mascara is a task. So I've tried to put on fake lashes and it was just a fail. Absolute fail. Just, it doesn't work for me. So this is pretty much it. This is really all I do. I'll go in with some LA Girl powder highlight, and I just put some of that on my brush. Dang. And drop my brush. Shoot. Just put some of this on. Right. I'll just try to highlight. Put some on my nose. There's the tip of my nose. Right there. Did like that. What is that? What is that on my... And then I just put some on my cupid's bow, just like that. And then I'll go in with just like a smaller brush, and I use that as a highlight for my brows. I usually, like, whatever highlight I'm using on my face, I usually put it as my eyebrow highlight as well, just so everything is the same. But I really like this these new highlighters that they came out with. This is the only one that I got, but I like it. It's like a natural. It's not too much, you know, for me. So yeah. Oh, and then blush. I'll be forgetting blush. Like 70% of the time I forget to put on blush. But I do like this. This is like my everyday blush that I use. It's the Milani Romantic Rose powder blush. It just looks like this, which is nice. Oh, the LA Girl highlight that I use is in the color 20 watt. So that's like, they just came out with these, and that's how the names are. They're like 20 watt, 60 watt, 10 watt, like whatever, you know. But anyways, I just swirl this around, tap it, you know, put on a little fake smile. And that is it. That is my everyday makeup, you know, simple routine. The eye products that I use, they are new, but for the most part, like if I'm doing every day, I usually always do a gold or copper with brown in the crease and keep it pushing. That's it, because that looks good on me and I like the way it looks. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you liked the chit chat with me. If you did, give me a big thumbs up and comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.